Okay, you ready?
Grand Rising, Elizabeth.
Grand Rising.
Grand Rising.
Well, welcome to the Health and Wellness Show. And I'm your host, Sister Deitra, and we have another host, Sister Jacqueline. And we're so happy to be here with you. And this show is actually sponsored by Go Herbal, Arise, and Conflict Resolution Institute. And we're thankful for our sponsors. And today is January 9th, 2024.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to start with my oracle reading. And I already pulled the card. And I'll show you all this card. Can you see that clearly?
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
7 sisters. Ooh wee. And believe it or not, she looks exactly like my sister-in-law.
Mm.
Oh my goodness. You know, she passed about maybe 5 months ago, but I'm seeing her now and hearing her now. Great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. 7 sisters is the goddesses of creativity. Ooh, Mama Evelyn. And they are of New Orleans, and the temple of conjurers and the element air. The 7 sisters were a mystical New Orleans family of identical master psychics and conjure women who never aged. Oh my goodness, how beautiful is that?
Isn't
But
that
were
most
they?
of us Black women?
I know, right, exactly. Were the 7 sisters one shape-shifting woman or 7? Time will never tell. The 7 sisters' guidance is create, create, create.
Mm-hmm.
Let me say that again. Create, create, create. You come from conjurers and creators. Your blood remembers. Use your gift to multiply your magic. You are a cosmic creatrix, and creative force. Let me say that again. You are a cosmic creatrix and creative force. The embodiment is you are a divine nation within one person. Woo. You are a divine nation within one person.
Mm-hmm.
How creative do you allow yourself to be? Break out of your comfort zone and into your creative fertility. You have the power that creates planets. So yes, you are creative. No one else's opinion matters here. Let your inner child play to awaken your creativity. Creating is birthing, is manifesting. And the goddess declaration is, I am a creative visionary. Ooh, I am a creative visionary. Okay, how does that fall on you all today?
Well, it is so true of me.
Yes.
So true of you all.
Yes.
We got it right today, boy. I am a creative visionary. I mean, both of them. I mean, every word of it. They used to do this thing where you say each word, where you accent each word. So it's like, I am a creative visionary. I am creative visionary. I am a creative visionary. I am a creative visionary. I am a creative visionary. And each word is powerful in and of itself. And then put together, we are creative visionaries. I love
Yes,
it.
we
I
are.
love it. I love it. I love it. That's kind of what this show is all about.
It
Visionaries.
is, that's right.
Mm-hmm. Coming
I mean,
together and in a powerful way. So
yes.
thanks for that.
Yes, and when it said you are a divine nation within one person,
Mm-hmm.
that really makes me feel bigger than, I cannot be small. I cannot. If I'm a divine nation, literally, oh my goodness, that's powerful to me.
To me too, with that, because nation, when you think of nation, not only the size, but the complexity, the involvement of so many different attributes and skills and abilities.
Yes.
And to realize that, to accept that that's within me or within each one of us,
Right.
you know. I know I've encountered people because of things, all that I'm involved with, they're like, you need to focus on one thing. And I'm like, why?
I know, right?
I know God gave me the ability to touch a lot of things,
Yeah.
Yes.
so why do I have to just concentrate on one?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And they usually work together anyway.
Right, exactly.
That's
That's
what
true.
draws you to it. It's like, oh, yeah, well, and it just all works together.
Right.
Yeah.
They said so. That's why you have to do it like that.
Grand Rising, Sister Brenda.
So that's why, because they said
I
so.
don't think she knows she's on.
I know. I guess I should mute her.
No, she's saying, Brenda, you're talking to us, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
she was saying say what you said again.
I was saying that's why, because they said so. They said you shouldn't do like you should only focus on, I guess, one thing.
Oh,
And
right.
you-
Yep.
And so I was saying because they said so.
In other words, yeah, because people know your life better than you.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
One thing with that for me, when that's said, I like to come back with, I attended college, I got my undergrad, I got my master's, and during any given semester, I can have up to 6 classes at one time.
That's right. That's right.
I got an A.
Exactly.
All right.
Why do I have to limit myself now? If I can do it then under pressure,
Right.
I can do it now because I want to.
Yeah,
Exactly.
girl.
Exactly.
5 on that. I'm gonna give you 5 on that. and you're doing it based on your time, not on a pressure's time of that
Right.
this needs to be in by this particular time. You
Exactly.
Right.
set the time, and you get to set when you're going to do each thing.
Right.
That's true.
And for you, you're blessed. The blessing is that you are disciplined to do that, even without someone else telling you when it needs to be done.
Exactly.
You're disciplined and you're a good steward of your time and your finances and so on and so forth, so that
Right.
you can do that.
Right.
That's true.
Mhm,
That's right.
mhm. For some people, only doing one thing, that's fine. For me, it would drive me nuts.
Right.
Me too.
Nuts. And I honor those, because we're all different. We're all different in what
That's true. That's right. Some people can have more than one thing. Some people have to stick with one thing. That's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do that
Right.
one thing good. If you, just do it to the best of your ability. That's great.
Right.
Right.
But don't knock me from my 10.
Exactly. Right. There you go. That's right.
And it's biblical, right? He gave some people 1 talent, he gave some people 10 talents,
That's true.
That's called the one, and
And
neither one is they're not more important. It's are you able to juggle that?
Right.
Exactly.
Balance.
Exactly.
Because I want, ladies, my belief is balance.
Mm-hmm,
Yes.
mm-hmm,
To
mm-hmm.
me, it's, that's my desired state. If I feel out of balance, I'm going to do what I need to do to get back into balance.
Exactly. Exactly.
Because this
Right.
body is
Mhm.
all I got.
That's all you got.
That's right. I know that's right. Mm-mm.
How about
Can
you,
I
Mama
say, can I
Evelyn?
say something? Oh, go
Yeah,
ahead.
go ahead. Go ahead,
Like,
Star. Mm-hmm.
and I wanted to say that this statement, I am because God is.
Exactly.
And since
Mm.
God has no limits, neither
Mhm.
do we.
All right,
So
that's true.
Okay.
Yes.
you
Mm-hmm.
go ahead and do 13, 14, 15 things, Jacqueline, at one time, because there are no limits.
That's right.
Mhm.
Well, Sister Star, I gotta qualify now. I can't do 15 things at one time.
Right, right, you're right,
Mhm.
you're right. Because you're only doing one at that
At
time.
a time. See my schedule. Here go. See my scheduling sheet.
Yeah, you gotta spread it out through the day,
I'll spread or through the week.
or the
Hey,
week, or the month.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's wonderful, Sharon. You have anything to share, Mama Evelyn?
Um, yeah, that's my thing is I keep starting stuff. Everything I have going on is in different stages according to if I have all the components, you know. Um, and
Right.
I tend to just go with the flow, or sometimes I get kind of stuck in watching YouTube videos on different things that, oh, I want to do that, and I want to do, I want to do. Because when I went to the Doll Museum, well, to the Hannon House on Saturday, I guess there's this artist group, like I said, it meets, I think it's at Mary Grove, and they were doing some fantastic, just different painting techniques. People were doing different on canvases, and they were hanging up there, and they were beautiful. I was like, oh, I want to do that. I want to do the paint pouring. Um, but I want to get back to my jewelry.
Right, right.
So it's a lot. But I do realize that there's some things that I can delegate to someone else that would make my life of just creating easier.
Yes, 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 yes.
Mm-hmm.
And it was one part of that reading that said, let your inner child play to awaken your creativity. And it reminds me of Mama Hetheru. She always encourages us to go back to that childhood, right? But I want to say Grand Rising to someone that showed up. It says Donovan on the screen, but her name is Donna. And when I'll say hello, Donna.
Good morning, ladies.
good morning. Happy day.
Grand
Yes, happy day.
Yeah, Donovan is her son. Let's see. When I read that part about let your inner child play to awaken your creativity, I thought about this young lady, Donna. She is actually one of my first friends in life. Maybe my first. No, Letitia Warren is the first one, but Donna would be definitely the second. She was my next door neighbor, but we have been friends for all my life, literally. You know what I mean? So I am so thankful that she is here. But I'm gonna have her comment on something a little later when you hear my presentation.
Okay.
But yeah, Grand Rising. We say Grand Rising, Donna. Instead of good morning, we say Grand Rising.
Got it. Why don't you school me, Deitra? Okay, Grand Rising. I get it. I get it now.
Right.
Well, I'm gonna tell on Sister Deitra, because sometimes, even though she just said that, there's sometimes ladies she'll start Grand Rising.
I know it. She's so
Right, right.
I told her, go with the flow, go with the flow.
That's right. That's right. And I wanted to share, especially since Donna is new, about why do we say Elizabeth? And anybody can chime in with me, but I would like to just share real quickly that the Elizabeth is based on the story in the Bible where Mary met with Elizabeth. You know, they both were pregnant at the time, and their babies, did both babies jump or just one? That's what I forgot.
I think
John,
Elizabeth. I
One.
mean, yeah, Elizabeth's
big
baby.
baby.
Oh,
Yeah.
Elizabeth's baby jumped when they met up.
Mm-hmm.
So we call each other Elizabeth because we want to inspire each other to create our gift, nourish our gifts or our talents or our businesses or whatever you have, whatever you're into. We want you to nourish that. So we want to encourage that. So that's what we do, Donna. You know, each of us, we encourage each other in whatever we're doing. So
Right, because we are pregnant with visions and dreams. And so when you come around another, like as you and Sister Deitra have been all your lives, you know,
yes.
when you come together, you get excited about being with one another and
Yes.
and not gossiping, but you know, like if it's play children, you're playing, you know, you're not trying
Yes.
to, you know, make other people's day a bad day.
Mhm.
And
Exactly.
so we are Elizabeths, and that's basically the principle of it. Be around Elizabeths, people who cause your babies, your visions and dreams to leap, to jump, to move.
Yes.
Like,
Exactly.
and when I'm with you all, that's what happens. It's like, oh, okay, so what, Mama Evelyn, what you doing? What you doing? Deitra, what you doing? I got
Right, right, right.
here with you, and like that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you, Queen. That was perfect. Yes. Let's see. Well, let's see. Are there any other comments? If not, I'm going to proceed because I am truly honored to present today. And I'm going to talk about the herbal life. My herbal journey started about 15 years ago. So I'm not necessarily new to this, but okay, I'm going to start with actually 10 years ago. I joined with the Healing Support Network. Some of you might be familiar with that because Mama Razia Curtis is over that network.
Mm-hmm.
I work with her literally, when I found out what she did, fixing food, plant-based food, cooked and raw. I wanted to learn how to do that, you know, because I wasn't necessarily, you know, doing that. So I wanted to learn from her. So she took me in with open arms. And some of you have had her food before, so you know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then after that, I went into herbal training with Dr. Jesse Brown. I don't know if many of you are familiar with him, but he is a naturopath doctor in Detroit. But I actually went to his training in person. That was when we can be in person before COVID, all that good stuff. And he taught from, oh, you want to say something, Brenda?
No, I was laughing at that.
Oh,
Corona stuff, all that Corona stuff. That Corona stuff.
exactly.
Let me say this about the Corona thing. I say that Corona stuff started so much good stuff. All things work together for the good.
Yes,
The
it does.
Corona brought about a bunch of good stuff.
Yes, I agree. I agree. Yeah, so when I was taught under Dr. Jesse, he had a herbology 101 class workshop or something like that. But we met right there on Grand River in his location, the Holistic Training Institute. He taught from a book called The Shepherd's Purse by Max Barlow. And that is a modern, up-to-date work on medicinal plants, their identification, preparation, and uses. And believe it or not, I made my own ointment in that class from a herb. It's called yarrow, Yarrow. It's an ointment you can put on scratches and things, and it does work. But I made it myself. And I want you all to hear a little bit from Dr. Jesse Brown. Let me see if I can pull it up here. Okay, share that.
We need to have him be a guest.
I know we must. I don't even believe I haven't caught him before now, but okay. We're gonna get him. We are going to get him. Okay, here we go. Medicinal herbs. Let's see if it'll come up. Okay, there we go.
Do something with health and
Oh, wait a
wellness
minute.
herbs.
Wait. Let me start fresh here. Okay, if we could just take a minute and listen to what he has to say.
Put it on big.
For the first
Okay.
time this 2024, I'm inviting you to a Zoom
Is that better?
and
Yeah.
a Facebook Live on medicinal herbs. Most people want to know something about herbs, use herb, but don't know the difference between a medicinal herb and a recreational or herb when it comes to their health and well-being. They also don't know much about how to select the herbs, how to get a good quality herb, and which herbs to avoid altogether. Then we're going to talk about the preparation methods too. So if you want to be the healer in your home, in your family, for your loved ones, you want people to look up and admire you for your brilliance when it comes to herb and herbal knowledge, or you want to be a healer in the community and do something with health and wellness and herbs. Tune in Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's Saturday, January 13th, 10 a.m. on Zoom and on Jesse R. Brown Facebook page. That's Jesse R. Brown on my Facebook page as well. We're going to have it live. Looking forward to seeing you then. Take care, be well, take care of yourself, be, do, and have more in 2024.
All right.
All right, welcome everybody.
Oh, wait a
Glad to
minute.
have you on this
Oh my
on
goodness.
this Zoom
Okay,
call
wait.
and Facebook live call, the first I'm having of 2024.
Okay, now let me see if I can close this out. Thanks for your patience, everybody. I'm just trying to get it together here. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to when I start learning from Dr. Gundry. He has did some amazing work with 2 books called The Plant Paradox and The Longevity Paradox. After going through my herb class, I decided I wanted to keep learning more and more. So the next person I did start researching was Dr. Gundry to help me feed my family properly, better. Okay, here go a nice little clip.
Before you do that, you said the plant paradox, and what was the other one?
Longevity Paradox.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, now this is the guy who wrote that. Okay, and what he's gonna talk about is lectins. But you'll learn a little bit about it.
What's a lectin exactly? Short answer, it's a dangerous plant protein designed to poison you. Yes, you read that right. poison. Now, chances are lectins won't kill you, though eating a lectin-heavy diet your whole life might. But they'll make you pretty sick. You see, plants don't want to be eaten, but it's not like they can run and hide or even bite back. So
Are
instead,
we
they make
supposed to see this or just listen?
Oh, I thought you saw it. Okay, you don't see it?
No,
Oh,
yeah, I would say come out and then go back in and click on that particular,
okay. All right. Well, let me try that out. Let me see. Let me figure out how to do this. Come out.
yeah, stop it and then start
Just
share
share screen again.
share again.
Did you come out of share screen share?
Okay, I thought I did. Let me see.
Do I need to give it back to you? Let me-
Hold on a minute. Let me close.
Yeah, you're still the co-host.
Okay, all right.
While you're doing that, Grand Rising, all who just came on, glad to see you, to see
You're right. We are glad to see you. Okay, all right. Let me bring Dr. Gundry back up, see if he comes through.
Okay, we can see it now.
hopes that the
Okay,
next
good.
time they'll
Make it
pass
big.
by that plant and eat something else. It's actually pretty smart, right? So that's lectins for you in a nutshell. But how do they make you sick? Well, it helps to think of lectins are like little barnacles that look for specific sugar molecules in your blood, the lining of our gut, and on our nerves. When they find a good spot to land, they cling to these cells, breaking down their ability to communicate with our immune system and then ripping them to pieces, which could lead to things like leaky gut, a weaker immune system, weight gain, food poisoning, and so much more. After all, there's nothing worse than an intruder in your system, and lectins are just that, unwanted intruder making you sick. So clearly they should be avoided at all costs, but what exactly does that mean? Well, there are certain lectins in most fruits and veggies, but some are worse than others. And there are 5 categories of food you want to avoid at all costs. First, beans and legumes, including peanuts, lentils, and cashews. They carry more lectins than any other food, which is why eating undercooked beans makes so many people sick each year. So skip them entirely, or if you must eat foods like lentils, which do have health boosting compounds, make sure to pressure cook them, because pressure cooking kills the majority of lectins outright. Second, squash. Most squash are New World foods, which means our bodies did not evolve to eat them. Plus, they're heavy in lectins, so skip pumpkin, butternut squash, even zucchini whenever possible. And if you must eat squash, although I don't recommend it, peel it and take out the seeds first, because that's where the lectins are. Third, grains. For the most part, grains are a relatively new food to us. Our hunter-gatherer ancestors didn't search for grains. Without processing, there was no way to eat them. Plus, most grains, even gluten-free grains, are lectin bombs, as well as those gluten-free grain substitutes. Fourth, the nightshades, tomatoes, potatoes, even eggplants. These lectin bombs are another leading cause of food poisoning, and they're closely related to some of the most poisonous plants on the planet. And last but not least, number 5, fruit, especially out of season fruit. Now remember, if it's got a seed, it's a fruit. So skip that pineapple, papaya, and strawberries in the winter, but also peppers and cucumbers. Remember, they're fruits too. So now you know what they are, what they do, and where to find lectins. But why should you avoid them at all costs? This one's simple. Lectins are designed to cause disease and weight gain in humans. And you deserve to live a long, healthy life. But one of the guys who really turned me around on the power of lectins and how we react to them was a guy who I talk about, Tony, in the Plant Paradox. And Tony is a friend of mine, he still is. He came to me early when I actually wrote Dr. Gundry's Diet Evolution. He was one of the original adapters of that book. And Tony had vitiligo, the loss of pigmentation that Michael Jackson had. And he had it on his hands, he had some on his face. Tony, a great looking guy. And he came after he started on the Plant Paradox. He came up to my office. He said, "Hey, you got to look at this." And I knew him before. He says, "My vitiligo is gone. All the pigments back in." He says, what do you think's going on? And, I'm going, well, I know this is an anti-inflammatory diet, but boy, that's a real stretch. And then, I go back to medical school and I go, wait a minute. Melanocytes are what make pigment. And you get really nerdy here. A melanocyte is a nerve cell that in the embryo migrates basically from your spinal cord brain out to the skin. And it's a nerve cell. And lectins were originally devised by plants to paralyze insects, which makes great sense. If you have somebody who's eating you and eating you makes them paralyzed, that's a really good defense system. And so I'm going, lectins are mimicking nerve cells and your immune system is attacking nerve cells as if they were lectins. And this was first described not by me, but by the famous paleo doctor, Lauren Cordain from Colorado State, who actually wrote the original paleo diet. And Dr. Cordain said that lectins mimic other proteins in our body,
Okay, that's just a little excerpt. Can you all hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
But that's YouTube. So if you want to hear that one, you can or finish it. You can if you would like.
Yeah.
That was most of the stuff I eat.
I know. I've listened to him, and it's like, but then I may be jumping ahead, but he produces an olive oil.
Yes.
That is supposed to be the best olive oil.
Right. And it's expensive too.
It is. But you do what you have to do. But
right.
So I've listened to him a lot. He's come across my feed a lot, and he just sounds very credible. So I just, I kind of listen to him a lot.
Yeah. Are there any other comments?
I have a comment.
Yes, please.
I think I like that he's going into the science of things.
Yes.
I also want to just, put it out there to take everything with a grain of salt, because we also have to understand what is it that we're trying to accomplish with our own personal health goals and journeys.
Yes,
So,
yes, good point.
For example, I'm currently vegan. I practice a vegan diet. So if I were to get rid of everything, I'd be eating air. So I also have to make sure that I am taking in the right amount of nutrients for my own body so that I can function properly. There may be someone who does really, really well on all meats and only certain vegetables, only certain oils, and that might be good for them. But if we take in everything from every health instructor all the time, we would be very confused. So I think the biggest and the most important thing, and I think what he was also saying, is being in tune to our bodies and what's going on. So even when he was explaining the one guy who was able to, in a sense, reverse his vitiligo, that person was able to make a change and then watch the difference and then continue or stop his diet depending on how it affected him. So I think that's the biggest thing, the biggest takeaway is learning about these things is important, that you can find the balance to help you maintain homeostasis, or so that you can maintain what health in your own body. But
that's wonderful. Oh,
yes,
that's some good feedback. Yeah.
What was the doctor's name again?
Say it again. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Dr. Gundry.
Yeah, Dr.
Dr.
Gundry.
Gun.
I
Oh,
y'all hear me?
Gundry.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
So last year I was introduced to Dr. Gundry, and he
Okay.
was talking about the leaky gut. And I felt like I had a leaky gut. And
Uh-huh.
so I started taking his BioComplete. It's called
Okay.
BioComplete.
I know about it. I
And
got it too.
yep, and the BioTotal. And it really do seem like it has helped. But by me having a health and wellness company called Natural Living by Design and doing a lot of different research, I totally agree with Lolly, because when you do all of these different, they all have their own opinion
Yes, that's
on
right.
the
That's
health,
true. Yes.
you know, what's healthy for you, what's not healthy for you. So by the time you finish, you are very confused. Like they say, this is good for you, that's not good for you, and
Yep.
you listen to all these health gurus, and you do have to you do have to really pay attention to your body and the consumption that you are taking in, and and
Exactly.
doing.
And how did your body is affected by certain things? You got to pay attention to that. That's right.
Excuse me,
Yeah.
ladies.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Our contractors are here and they need me, so I'm gonna have to say goodbye to everyone.
Okay. Bye-bye. Take
I'll
care.
see you next week.
All right.
So
Love you.
good to see
Love you too.
Yeah.
And
Back at
also I
you.
wanted
Mm-hmm.
also I want to say, you have to be careful. Like if you buying new items to see what's going on with your body, or take it, and then somebody tell you something, that you buy something else, first maintain what you first bought to see if it's actually working. It's hard to see if it's working if you taking that and then you get this new pill, and then so you got to really be careful and pay attention to
So true. So true.
what's
So true.
Yeah, so the protocol is like, I don't know. I, I mean, isn't your blood supposed to tell you everything that you need or
There
don't?
you go. Yep. Your blood. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm going to talk
yeah, but
about that in a little bit too.
yeah, a lot of times the doctors, they don't want to, and the stool can tell
Yeah.
a lot about what's going on in your body, and the insurance companies won't pay for it. So a
Nope.
lot of times when you dealing with these health professionals, it really costs a lot of money, because they could tell any and everything that's going on with you through your blood and your stool, but they only test for certain things because it's money in the industry. So they
Exactly.
don't, they just maintain your health. They're not really trying to.
That's exactly it. That's right. That's right.
So then the question is, where do we go to get a comprehensive, total testing of the blood and the stool?
But you know what? I'll say this, just my first
4, 7, 6, 4, 2.
That can't be a one-time thing. Your body is always changing, so you need to be tested on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
Your blood, your stool, that's one thing I will say.
Okay.
And it could be very, very expensive. I never had it done, but when I was thinking about, they wanted to charge me to finance almost $3,000 to $5,000 just to have the test. But it was like a lifestyle, like even taking you to go shop and how to read labels and different things like that.
That's true. It can be expensive.
It's a
Yes.
process. Yeah, it's definitely a process. But my business partner, Alice, I know some of you may have met her. She really taught me a lot and really got me interested in the health and wellness. And so there is this doctor that she sees faithfully, that he's not very expensive at all, and he can tell what's going on with your body just through your saliva.
Oh,
And
that's really neat.
yeah, you can swab, not because of COVID, he stopped seeing people. You could swab your mouth, put it in a bag, and then you mail it to him. And you kind of let him know what's going on. and I call it a concoction. He'll
Thank you.
put a concoction together for you
Mhm.
and heal. One of the things he said during COVID that he's had to fix a lot of people who have taken the vaccination.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, and I wrote down a lot of the things that he said, but it's something that he don't want everybody to know, because sometimes, telling people
Sorry.
can cause issues.
Right,
But
right. That's true. That's right.
but he's very, 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 very good.
Okay, good.
What's his name?
I have it written down. I don't know his name offhand, but I can definitely get the information.
Okay, that would be
Oh.
great. Thank you, Lakeisha.
Yes.
I know
Okay, and
I had asked my doctor about my blood, what my blood type is, and she said she could not do a test on that. The insurance would not pay and how much it would cost, but she said, but if you go and give blood, they have to find out what you're. So go give some blood.
you'll find
Ask
out.
them, what is my blood type? Yep.
Okay, I did that. I went to the doctor yesterday, and I asked. This is a new doctor, and she won't be there the next time I go because they're finding a more permanent one. But I asked. I said, I want to know what my blood type is.
Mm-hmm.
Can you find that out for me? And the nurse, she said, yeah. I was like, yeah, I want to know. I mean, is it a big secret?
I know, right?
Don't tell me what I can't know about myself.
Yeah, well, they can tell you if they can tell you because
Right.
Yeah, well, she said they could.
they could have told me, but my insurance would not pay for that knowledge. So she just said how I can get it done. There are certain things that they will pay for to find out. But I guess your knowledge about your blood type from this particular insurance company, which is Humana, if it's not necessary, they will pay for what is necessary. That's just,
Right.
yeah.
But
But they
thank you,
should be
thank
able
you.
to have access to your blood type and your records. But to what Lakeisha was just saying about that last doctor, that sounds similar to Chinese herbalists, which I haven't been to see yet, which I want to. They supposed to be able to look at your tongue and be
Yeah.
able to tell you what's going on. So I've been wanting to go. I just haven't made it to wherever they're at. But then with the blood, I told y'all the last time, the holistic doctor, Dr. Riola, she do the blood cell analysis for $100. And Sister Deitra, whoever you bought that get the book from
Yes.
last week that you mentioned, she
Dr.
said,
Daoud.
right, she said that he is the one that taught her how to do that. And he has a
Really?
course,
Huh.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
because I'm going to get into that right now. Yes.
Yeah, and she said he has a course. I don't know how much it costs, but she said he is the
$1,200
one
because I'm
that
taking it.
that taught a lot of these people that's around here, holistic doctors and stuff. He's the one who taught a lot of them.
Well, thank you, Sharonda, for bringing that up because this leading to my last point because we're coming up on an hour already. But I want to let you all know you're the first to hear. I'm going to start my own company, Go Herbal Arise. That's going to be the name of the company. But let me let you know what is it going to be about.
Okay.
But first of all, let's see, make sure I say everything.
Well, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
Now y'all know I'm over here so excited.
Good. I know I'm gonna be calling you, girl. Yeah, but you know what? I'm gonna be attending a training with Dr. Daoud this coming up weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Mhm.
And it's for me to become a blood analysis.
Mm-hmm.
I looked it up. I said, is there a proper name for that? And it's called phlebotomist.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, and it's exactly what Dr. Nicole is. She went through that class with him as well.
Mhm.
I talked to her already too. So, but it's a workshop offered that where you can become a healthcare worker trained to obtain blood samples. So I'll be able to do that. I'm so excited because I can really help my people with that, you know. But actually this past what day is this? This is Tuesday. This weekend, Saturday, I attended a food prep class with Dr. Daoud, and I wanted to share, he shared some words, and I want to share that with you. Let's see here. I'm gonna try to do this again. Let's see. I think it is okay. I want to get my, hold on 1 minute.
Now, where does, while you're doing that, where does, I mean, you know, they can look in your eyes and iridology.
Iridology, I had that done, yeah.
Right, and find out what's going on in your body as well.
Oh, and can your question, you just stating that?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Yeah. And didn't Dr. Gundry say that, you know, that the lectins, but if you put the best olive oil on there, that's why the, you know, Mediterranean, you know, like over there,
Food, yeah.
that's why they don't have that too much of those problems, just because, you know, you get a good olive oil and just drench everything in olive oil, you know, that.
Well, you know, that helps him make money when you drench it in olive oil and he's selling it, you know? That makes sense. But you know what? I'm finding with my body is that I shouldn't have a lot of oil. So okay. All right, here we go. I think this is it now. Yay. Okay, let me push it back, pause it, make it big so everybody can see it. Can you all see the picture?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, well, okay, this is Dr. Daoud. He's a naturopath. This is who I'll be training with this weekend. He actually holds herbal classes too. But what I'm gonna learn how to do is the blood analysis class. Okay, here he goes.
We've used in the pool. There's something that we still have to cut up, right, Ruby? Yeah. We still have to cut up something, you know, because we're gonna use broccoli, bell pepper, onions.
And this is my video. I was there, right? Sitting right there.
Red peppers. And we're gonna put it in skillet there, and we're gonna stir fry it. But people get sick. The inception, from my standpoint, from what I believe, people are very influential, right? Some people are influencing or influence other people. But I believe that the inception of an illness starts with the people you let in your circle. Because their opinion matters. And if they say, well, you know, you can do that, it's okay. Just do it in moderation. And in most cases, what you'll find is people living a life that is kind of, we say, can you die in moderation?
Yeah, you go, right? No.
If you can participate in something in moderation, and it's going to bring about an illness in the body, which may bring on death, can you die? I mean, you can't die in moderation. When that time is up, it's up, right?
It's up.
So what I'm saying is it's easy to go down. The hard part is staying above planet Earth. That's the hard part. my teacher always told me to seek the higher values in life. And I found that a person, the way they think, how they perceive, their personality, all of that has something to do with the food that they put in their body.
Yes, yes, yes.
Because you can't get life from death. You have to get life from life. You know, all of these plants here that come from planet Earth, sun has been shining on them.
Yes.
You know, the rain has germinated the seed to make it come to planet Earth. And it has like, we're electrical.
Yes.
We're electrical substances, and what we need is that electrical currency to keep us activated. You know, people don't understand that. And the more and more I study and read about health, the more I learn, the more I just want to share it with the world.
Yes.
So I thought that this would be a good time if you haven't made a resolution. And we make resolutions and we break resolutions, but keep making. That's the CP time there. People, I see people all the time. I see hundreds of people that come in here. And they come with different problems. Some have cancer. Some have high blood pressure, diabetes. And the ideal is that let's do something to get rid of it. Let's not just suppress it.
Right.
Let's do something to get rid of it, right? So if we're gonna do something to get rid of it, that means that we know the body has the ability to heal itself.
Yes.
It has an innate ability to heal itself. And they say, prove it, Dawu. I say, because you get a new soft tissue cell every 4 months. You have nothing to do with it. The body renews itself, the blood renews itself every 4 months, cell structure-wise. And each cell that is birthed from the parent should be better than the one that it was birthed from. In 7 years, you get a whole new body.
Ooh-wee.
You know, the heart renews itself, the lung renews itself. As a matter of fact, if we start studying this body, we'll know that all poison has to the liver to be neutralized. Now, we didn't do that. When man left the Garden of Eden, his digestive system didn't change. The only thing that I found out that changed when human beings left the Garden of Eden was his eating habits. And those eating habits were adulterated. We find more pleasure out of eating a piece of animal flesh than we do a fruit or vegetable. And that animal flesh, because we've been trained that way. I was a soul food eater until I found out it wasn't soul food, it was death food. When I go into the market and it says the health food aisle, there's only 2 aisles. So if there's only 2 aisles of health food, what are the rest of the aisles?
All right now.
Yeah. You know, when you go into that market, you're bombarded with processed. And all processed food is void of enzymes. There's no enzymes in processed food. If there were enzymes in processed food, it wouldn't be processed. And what does enzymes do? Enzymes help break down portions of the food that you eat, right? So this food that we've been eating has caused us to get sick, but you know what? We've gotten used to it. We have gotten used to it, and we have to break this. We have to stop it. It's like this. Let's say if you were going somewhere and you were on a and you were lost. You didn't have to.
Okay. Let me get the screen off here. Okay. All right. Thank you all for listening today. I hope you gained something.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
Okay, good. How you enjoy it, Donna?
That was awesome, Deitra. And it's a realm that I don't pay a lot of attention to, or have a lot of insight into. So it was very good for me.
Okay, good. I'm glad you're here. It's good to hear your voice.
Can we see your face? Donna, we've not met you.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear the person who was speaking.
I was saying, can we see you? We've not met you.
Oh my God. No, you can't. But you do remind me, I have to call into my boss's staff meeting in 3 minutes, and I need to do something to my hair at least. I'm looking a little bit jacked up this morning with the wrap scarf and all.
Okay.
Well, do join us again.
I will, and I promise I'll have with my camera on.
Good. Well, we are almost up to the hour, the 10 o'clock hour. I thank you all. Some of the people have left, but that's okay. It's time. Queen, I will turn it back over to you.
Just real quick. I've had the eye doctor and I believe the dentist say something to me, and I'm like, what? You could see that through that? The dentist? That was like, yeah. I was like, wow. So that's just something interesting. But what y'all was talking about before you played that video.
Okay, good. Thank you for sharing that, Sharonda. But it's all related. That's what I think about it. I said, if my foot is hurting, something that I ate or something could have caused it. It's what I'm putting in my body, whether it's food, the way I'm thinking, everything is affected. Nothing is left untouched.
Right. It's like the acupuncture.
Right.
I was dealing with something on my foot, and she put the needle not on my foot. She went somewhere else that goes right to that.
Yes.
I mean, God just put this thing together, and what I'm finding is that structure is the same for everything and everybody,
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so that being said, I want to share, if y'all didn't see, that my son was he was a hero, and he rescued a kitten.
Yes, I saw that. That was neat.
Oh, I didn't see it.
And what was so unique about it is the next day when we took the car back, we parked right in front under the tree where we had parked. That's when I saw the kitten up there. And across the street was a cat that looked just like the kitten. Came over to me. I said, "Are you the mommy?" And she just looking at me. I said, "Oh, because you look just like her, the kitten."
Right.
And she stopped and she acknowledged me. And, and I talked back to her, and then she walked on. And I was like, that is so precious that one, she was sensitive to who I am. And she came just like if someone had saved my son and I saw them, I would cross the street to acknowledge, thank you for saving my son.
Yes.
We are really one.
We really are one, connected to everything. You're right.
One. Yeah. All right. So
where is that? Is it on YouTube or somewhere where we can see it?
I put it
on YouTube.
Yeah, it is on. Is it on you? Yeah, I think so, because that's how I was able to get it. But I can send it to you, Brenda.
Okay.
Thank you. I can send it to you. Okay, so let's give ourselves a big, oh boy, my back is popping. A big hug. Get that pop in there. Give the world a big hug. And sprinkle all the wonderful things in life that you want for yourself. Truth, wholeness, love, peace, health, all of those things that belong to us anyway. Have a wonderful day. And I will see you in the grand rising of Wednesday.
Okay. Love you guys.
Love you.